the people podcast of the DMV. It's not about you, it's not about me, it's about we, and God we trust. Sir Rod and Lady Z, PTP.
In the house today, y'all. PTP, people to people, power to power, power to making people. Good evening. Welcome. It's People to People with Rodney. You know how we do. We make it happen. Hey, I'm in the house with JetPolo, and I am excited. You know what's going on. Having them in the house with me, it is powerful, right? So yeah, I'm trying to get things cut off and get it moving, and you know we do what we do. Hey, what's up, Jet? How you doing, bro?
I'm chilling, man. Blessed to be here.
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. You
was just in the house with us on Man in the Mirror.
Yeah. And
that was real powerful, man. I appreciate that.
Nothing but love, man.
The real thing that got me was I was checking your aura, how you was very respectful. You was composed. I was watching you doing the whole interview, and I kept saying this brother here is like he got a lot of things in a suitcase, you know, but it's well put together and carrying it right. Yeah. And so that was much respect, and so I appreciate you coming back out.
Sounds about right. I appreciate you, man.
Hey, man, the other thing that was really pumped up, I was peeping this book, man. What's up with this? What's up with this book?
That's my baby right there. That's the blood, sweat, and tears. If you want to get to know me, you got to know that book.
Yeah, so
the book.
So the book this is really about you?
No. It's we're gonna protect the innocent.
Oh, okay.
So it's fiction based on true occurrences.
Right. Okay. So you put a little bit here, take some out, you know, tweak it here.
I mean, it's written so people can relate to it.
Because it's a part of reality.
It is reality.
That's right. Okay.
Facts.
Right. So basically, why don't you tell a little bit about yourself? You know, like, I mean, literally where you from, born and raised.
See, one thing about me that I appreciate, I'm a military brat. And, you know, I take pride in that because people lose their lives over protecting this land. And so I was born in this land, specifically Fort Belvoir. My father was a sergeant major in the Army. So anybody know Sergeant Major? No.
Did we play with?
Nah.
I already know. I'm a Marine.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you make Sergeant Major. They ain't have the education. They ain't go that way. They went through the rankings. They moved all the way up.
Well, they went through the mud. They went through the mud, sweat, and tears. See, so that wasn't when they get that rank. It's not just giving it to them. They earn it. And when the Sergeant Major speaks, the lieutenant, the captain, the majors, all the high-ranked brass listens.
So what you think that did to me?
I can imagine.
Yeah, the lieutenants and the captains and all everybody else salute. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's my father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rest in peace forever for my father. So, you know, I was born in Fort Belvoir, and then quickly we went to Hawaii. And in Hawaii, I can remember like just being on the beach, and this is symbolic because I feel like, you know, where am I from besides this land?
Yeah.
Because I was so I think somewhere on the island because I was so in tune with that vibe in Hawaii. It's like, why was I out there why was I there in that instance? Because it's like, for me, it's deeper than just being there. It's like, you're there for a reason. It's a purpose. And one thing about the education system, they need to fix what they're teaching.
Right. Because
let's teach what's important to people, to fix people. Let me give you an example. I was thinking about this on the way here. It's probably about, I say at least tens to 15s of thousands of preachers, black preachers. But you got like 2 or 3 preachers that teach prosperity. But you want to blame them and point a finger at them and, you know, all in their pockets about what they're helping the people. Why does it matter if they're teaching prosperity? Why not? You could get the other 85%, 90% from the other pastors. Let these people teach that, man. So, with me, you're not gonna get a straight answer ever. I'm just gonna
no.
Hey,
no,
listen,
I got you.
I'm a Muhammad Ali my way around the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So
all the way around.
Right, my man. So you know, overall, I mean, you know, you being able to say that you grew up in, you know, with a military background, you got to travel to see some things. Did your father get a chance to see you put together the book?
Yeah.
And he did? Oh, that's a blessing, bro.
Yeah.
So that's good. But also, you don't just have a book though. You got a clothing line too.
I'm wearing it.
I already know. What's the name of the clothing line?
Bet, win, collect.
And what is it again?
Bet, win, collect.
Bet, win, collect.
My nigga Band would say, when you bet, you win, collect. Shout out to Band for Steel Band. And the band too. Steel Band.
Oh, the Steel Band.
Steel.
Yeah.
Sounds that lighten every listener.
So you see on the flyer it says father, musician, author, entrepreneur.
Man, I gotta get that, man.
Right?
That's tough.
You know what I mean?
That speaks volumes.
Because that's what I know that you represent.
That's what I want to be remembered as.
And when I met you, I heard you speak very highly of your position as a father first.
Man, that is. I like how you put it together. First, before I'm anything, I'm a father.
Yeah.
That's my priority.
Yeah. I got to see your little beautiful daughter, man. I was
really?
looking, yeah, because I was looking on your page and I was checking you out and seeing how you've been promoting your business and things that you're doing, man. Much respect, man. That's what I'm talking about, getting that grind on. So
yeah,
that's what we got to do. That's what People to People is all about. What we try to do is network with each other, put ourselves in a position. That's what the People to People stands for.
Right.
You know, you are people, I'm people, they people. We come together as people. My slogan is People to People, power to power, positive thinking people. The power you possess, the power I possess, the power that's in this book, right?
That's power.
It's power.
That's dynamite.
You know what I mean? So you take that power to power, and then what we do is that much respect that you gave me when you first met me, this respect that we have for one another, makes us positive thinking people, which is PTP. So much respect. That's what I do. I love it when I see a brother like yourself out here making things happen because, you know, as we know, back in the day, a lot of other individuals had opportunity, but we have to make ours. And one of the things that I heard early on, they was talking about many of us who are not taking the opportunity to use the benefits of being in America. But you are one of the brothers that are not sitting back and letting the opportunity go by because you making it happen.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
What was some of your biggest struggles?
I'll speak on one of them. Knowing thyself is probably my biggest struggle.
Getting to know you.
Okay, give you a point of case. When you buy a car, the salesperson is supposed to do a 6 position. He's supposed to walk you. He's supposed to first walk around the car, land on the car. First, he had to qualify you, see where you're at, and then he got to land on the car and do a sit position. How many times do we do a sit position on ourselves? How many times you look in the mirror and say, "What's going on?
Yeah.
How'd you get here?
Yeah.
What we doing? Where we going?"
Yeah.
So we need to look in the mirror and say, "What's going on?" We need to have that conversation. And that's where I come from. I just have a conversation with myself because I think we don't do that enough. We don't self-check enough.
Yeah. I agree with you 100% on that. As I would use the topic from Men in the Mirror, that was part of the reason why they had that.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's real.
Yeah, and it's always you look at the man in the mirror, you know, and you got to deal with that individual. I do that on a regular. Believe me, many times I'm probably one of my biggest critics. But one of the things that I do is I put myself in the mirror and I ask, what can I do to make things better? What can I do to fix this situation?
Yeah.
What can I do to help my fellow man?
Mm-hmm.
I joined the military at 17 years old because I didn't want to go to...
At 17?
17, yes. I actually joined at 17. I went off to boot camp, and when I came home from boot camp, I turned 18 in June. So I was March, April, May, June. I turned 18, and then I was shipped overseas. Mm. But all that was me looking in the mirror to try to find out who I am.
And see, that's what if I may, that's what I'm troubled by, because I make sure my kids get to school every day. And I trust the school system to enlighten my children in my absence. I have to make a living. And the school system, I feel like, just to shift gears, I feel like we need to focus on how to teach children to deal with frustration. That's not a subject. It should be a subject because that's everyday life.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to be around like minds that want to get on topics like that. Like, let's really address the school system, because education is very important, but it's what you're being educated on. We need to educate our children on things that actually matter. And get up to date with the school system. In my opinion, is flawed heavily, and we need people out here to advocate and make sure that our children get a proper education where they can actually thrive. I talk to my children about being an entrepreneur first, because the universal law is self-preservation. So you don't have to depend on somebody else to make a wage, when you can actually believe in yourself and pour and invest in yourself, bet on yourself, bet when collect on yourself. That's a plug.
Yeah, I like that.
And that's what I want to teach. That's why father is that's my priority.
Yeah.
That's the biggest blessing you could be upon anybody, is to be a father.
Believe me, down the line I'm going to be bringing some gentlemen in and want to talk about but you're right, especially as men, being a father. One of the things that I got 3 biological children, I got 3 stepchildren, but all of them are mine. And as a father, I try to always present myself appropriately and show them that I am a leader, not a follower. I set the tone for things. The entrepreneurship in me, my kids, they follow through with it. and at the same time, but I like the accountability that you're talking about. That's supposed to be taught to the children, and this is whether they're young or old or they're in process, because wisdom is not a limit on when you can get it. You can get that, and when we getting taught the proper things, it prepares us in a certain way on how to conduct ourselves in life. I was watching the video on your page, and I saw your daughter was talking about the book, what you was doing, where you had her there while you had all your product up, and now your daughter's not going to ever forget that.
That's Ariana. Shout out to Ariana. Ariana helped me set up the store, and when I tell you she got customers wrapped around her finger, she like a top salesman already. I had my best day at the pop-up. Shout out to everybody that do the pop-up, ward off. Pop-up will grow, I ward off. And my daughter, they love her.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's all about being a father. So, yeah, we can talk about the book. We can talk about my CDs, my music. But everything starts with me being a father. So to get to know me as a father. Cause that's really who I am.
Yeah.
Everything else is secondary.
That's what, even with me, because all my children are grown, I am still always a father by the way that I conduct myself. Not all the times I do everything.
We pray
right.
to the Father.
Yes, we do. We do.
And our children see us.
That is so true. So that's how it goes. And as a father, man, it's important to represent. It's important. So outside, we mentioned the book, we mentioned the clothing line. So how long you been doing the music?
Good question. I'm not a mathematician, but I was 15 when I started.
Okay.
And I started with go-go because that's what I knew growing up. And I remember hearing one of the biggest things in go-go that really moved me was DC Live, go-go Live at the Capitol Center, Landover. Man, when go-go Live came out, everybody had the Madness hats on. The band had on like the same color. Essence had on red. Man, it was like Earth, Wind, and Fire in DC. And I'm too young to be in attendance to it, but I'm watching it on the VHS. If you remember the VHS tapes.
Yeah.
And man, I just wanted to be. I saw how the crowd, the call and response. That's what I love about go-go. The call and response. Like people travel to see a band play, and what's special about go-go is they will call you out. My man Rodney.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? That makes you feel good.
Yeah, you're right. Yes.
If I acknowledge your presence, that makes you feel really good.
Yeah.
So the call and response to go-go really like made me feel different.
Yeah.
And I chased that for years. Like I would go see Junkyard play at the IBEX every Sunday. I see Northeast Groovers play at the Metro Club every Wednesday. I see R.E. play at the Black Hole. I see Backyard play uptown. You know what I'm saying? I travel. I go to Wilmer's Park. Getting on display was a thing, and that's why I fell in love with go-go, because they appreciated their people that supported them. How big is that? What other genre of music do that?
I know, and that was
What other? What,
right. I mean, just straight out, while you out there partying and
They
they see
acknowledge
you
you.
and they acknowledge you.
What other genre of music does that? So I'm rooted in this, and so my goal is to change it, to evolve it, because we're also a genre that don't get Grammys.
Right.
So I want to speak about that topic because there's so much talent in this genre of music, and it's like the official music of DC,
Yeah.
the capital
Yeah.
of the United States.
But everybody know about it, but they not recognizing it like they should. I'm talking about in the music industry. As you're saying, you know, that alone, man. And one thing about go-go, I don't care who it is, where you from. When you're in the midst of it, you connect with it.
Man, off top. Yeah, and that's why I'm blessed to be a part of this band, Still Band. Man, they flew me in, man, and they showed nothing but love, and I appreciate that, because at my age, to still be into the culture like that is a blessing. I told you I started when I was 15 and was in the band. I won't say my age, but I'm, you know what I'm saying, I seen some days.
Right, right.
I didn't travel. You know what I'm saying, I've been there, done that. And I'm still here, and to be accepted in this arena. It's an arena. To be inside the go-go community, it's like it's a sport. It's an arena. It may be 100 bands. And I'm one of the 100. I'm already winning.
Yeah. That's deep. I saw one of the pictures with Sugar Man.
Man. I'll have to tell that story real quick. So, many people don't know, but I was blessed to play in the EU. I think Barry put together the band. Rest in peace to Ivan Goff. He was the keyboard player for EU. And he was a man that had a vision. He had honor. He had integrity. And he just loved the music. He loved the culture. And I was blessed to play with EU in 1997, there was about 3 shows. And I remember I learned a lesson, because I was on stage it was myself, it was Gerald, and it was Sugar Bear. And I learned a lesson that day that you don't have to back up Bear. Bear gonna have to, he the one mic, he the first mic, and he know he the first mic. He is the face of EU, and when he call you, that's when you say your things. That's when you do your chants. That's when you do your raps. And for me, I was like young. Now the young are like, we kind of like uncivilized. We don't mean no harm, but we don't respect. We gonna do what we feel.
Right, right.
Young people. And so I'm doing, come on. I'm just shouting out Cruz, and Barry playing. He looking at me like, cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Just chill. So that was one of the lessons I learned with Barry. He was like he is, not was, on that picture. He's like a father to the go-go.
Yeah.
Because he's been doing it for so long, and on a level. Now, do you know we play at 12 Stop on Fridays, Still Band. We play on Sundays at Martini's. These bands, Backyard, Junkyard, Essence, Trouble Funk, R.E., I said it, Northeast Groovers, they play every weekend for 25, 35 years. Do you know how difficult that is?
Yeah, that's not easy.
The Chuck Brown Band. R.I.P. to Chuck Brown. I met Chuck. Honor.
For sure.
We was in the radio station, 95.5, DC Home Jams. I was there to try to get my music played on DC Home Jams. He was there talking to the PR, the public relations manager, and he saw him. He was like, "Young, what you did? What you in here for, young? What you doing?" You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to get my song on the radio." But for him, Chuck was a leader. I used to see Chuck every Sunday at the classics too. And Chuck Brown, Godfather Go-Go, man, he inspired me.
Chuck Brown, it's been actually, that picture of me and Chuck up here was a week before, maybe a couple of weeks before he got in the hospital. We had the opportunity to be with him with
Look at that. Look at that. That's it right there.
Yeah.
We gonna blow that one out.
Yeah. You know, humble guy, man. You know, just down to earth, never changed. Always was who you know. Who he was.
That's the real ones. The real ones never change.
Yeah, yeah. You know, man. One of the things that you know that again, it's not easy for what we do, how we get out here to survive, how we trying to make things happen. This is, you know, your struggle, man, is something serious. For you to be able to do your book, do the music, raise your children, but also to be able to look in the mirror and keep you under control to a point that you can manage this with all this stuff going on around us.
Yeah.
That's a journey. That's a journey.
But you have to embrace it. See, we all have journeys. Do you embrace it or you don't embrace it? If you embrace it, then it's gonna go your way. You can't run from what's in front of you. I made those children. So it's my job to raise them.
Come on, bro. Speak truth, man.
I mean, what we talking about? That's my seed. That comes from my loins. So I have to raise my children. I'm the father.
Yeah.
And I'm one who's blessed to have that father.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to my father. Real one. The realest one I've ever met. So what we talking about? I mean, if you get a child, you got to take care of your child. That's it. There's nothing to talk about. Raise your child. Give your child what you wish you had. Like my father, I love my father. He was such a hard worker. He worked so often. He didn't go to football with me. He didn't go to my games. My mama went to my games. My mama took me to my games. But he did what he knew how to do as a man. And I'm telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? Be a man. Man up. That's what they tell me. Man up. Be a man. And so when you go to the next generation, your goal is to be a better man than your father was to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
My dad was a provider. He wasn't there for me. When I failed, he was there. Look, when I did my time, my dad told me the only reason I come see you because your mama. Straight up. You hear what I said? When I did my time in the feds, my dad told me to my face, the only reason why I'm here is because of your mother. That's what he mean by man up.
Yeah.
My dad took my mother to come see me. He joined in, but he ain't do it for me. He gonna let the system deal with me. And that's what the young cats need to know. The system gonna deal with you regardless. Tighten up. The system gonna get you. It got me.
And many others. And many others. I've got several individuals who in my family who was in the system. It ain't no game.
It ain't a game.
No. So let me ask you this. Do the book share information?
Man, it got all that in there. It got my experience in there from a fiction perspective, because I ain't writing out nobody. I ain't talking about myself. But you get the gist of it. It's real.
No, I got
real fiction, real crime. It got exotica in it. It's drama. It's therapy. It's many of us who live this lifestyle understand it.
Yeah.
And so I wrote this but many people. Let me just say this. If you go to Amazon, you type in "convinced" and you type in JetPolo 11. JetPolo is one word. capital J, capital P. You type that in, you get the ebook on Kindle, or you get the paperback, and they'll send it to you. But this book right here, this is a movie. It ain't just a book, it's a movie. Let me tell you, man. Yeah, I might have been from Dale City, and I might have been a military brat. We travel all over. But this is my home. Like, I see DC before it was separated into DC, when it was Maryland and Virginia.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my backyard.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Whether people want to accept it or not.
But it's the truth.
That's the truth.
Yeah. I agree with you.
That's my backyard. I'm 25 minutes, I'm dead.
Right. But bro, I grew up in Alexandria.
So you even close.
I could jog.
And you probably did.
And I'm in DC.
You probably did that many times.
Many times.
Yeah.
Many times.
So when we understand that, I know they got the DFE, that's cute. But when we understand that, this whole, forget where you put your head to bed and you sleep at. We are people to people. We are to help one another. If we don't help each other, who gonna help us? Who?
Yeah.
We waiting on somebody else to help us? Or we gonna help each other? Stop getting on this land that you don't own.
Yeah. We got brothers out here killing each other.
Over property, over streets they don't own.
They don't even have, some of them, I mean, they don't even have their name on the street sign, let alone carved into the telephone pole. But yet they want to take a life over.
So every problem, I learned this when I worked at Toyota. My general manager told me, Dave Perot, I never forget it. He said, you come to my office and you got a problem, I want to hear 3 possible solutions. So on this agenda for the black people, solution number 1, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said this: know thyself. And I'm going to put it in layman's terms. Stop trying to pretend like you're somebody you're not. Start there. Too many people out here trying to pretend to be somebody they emulating. Stop that off gate. If we do that, we halfway home. Second solution. You got to respect your elders. When that get, like, not the rule.
Yeah.
That's always been a rule.
Yeah. Come on, bro. Man.
Respect your elders. And then we go down to 3. Since we all got our name for woman and our game for woman, love the women. Love the women. Our queens. We need to do a better job. Sorry, I'm slurring, y'all. I had a drink.
No, you all right. You all
I
right.
had a little bit.
Yeah.
Respect and love the woman. My mama, man.
It's all good.
I would never meet nobody like my mama. She was Essie Jones. She was the most lovable woman you ever want to meet, the most kindest person you ever want to meet. But she wasn't no pushover. She dealt with the Sergeant Major and raised 3 boys. I'm the 3rd.
You the youngest?
Youngest. And the thoroughest. And the realest.
Where number 2 at?
They amongst 11.
Okay.
You know, but for me, I really enjoyed my time on earth with my parents. A lot of people can't say that.
Yeah.
I took care of my parents the last 3 years of their life. Day in, day out. Put my job, my career, my family on hold. Took care of my parents, man. I'm about the realest they get. my father defecated on himself. I had to clean that, man.
That's respect. That's respect.
Come on, man. I'm a grown man. I'm gonna talk about real stuff. I'm
Yeah.
not here to be fake. I'm here to be real.
That's right. That's right.
We gotta look in the mirror, man. We gotta step it up, man. Playtime over, man. It's to the point where I don't even buy my kids toys. I open them a checking account. I open them a savings account, and that's their Christmas present. And you can't touch it until you're 18. Merry Christmas. I'm gonna teach you financial literacy. You gotta know how to deal with money. You gotta know how to deal with credit. You gotta know how to navigate out here. It's real out here. And that's why I got a problem with the education. I send my kids to school for 8 hours, and they come home. I'm like, my kids ain't even have homework this whole year. So I got to give them the homework. But my problem is, why are they going to school? When you stop having homework? I ain't telling you my son he had all A's 1B, 3rd grade. Sharp.
I got a shout out to my grandson Xavion, honor roll student. 15, Xavion 15, right? 16. He takes school very seriously. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, and I tell you, man, it's much respect. What I really like is the fact that from your parents, you have taken what they're giving you, and you're making it yours. But you're giving it to your children in a way that's giving them an opportunity.
Man, you could have said no better than that, man. I mean, that's my calling. That's first.
Yeah.
That's priority number one. That's what makes me breathe. That's what I wake up to do. Being responsible, being accountable. That's a necessity. If you don't have that, what's your foundation?
Yeah.
What you planning in? How are you rooted?
Yeah.
How are you grounded if you don't take care of that first?
So I want to take you in another direction. As far as like the DMV, you being a sound mind, straightforward guy, what is it that we can do to change the attitudes where we really learn how to step up and support each other and keep moving in the direction?
Know thyself, number one.
Know thyself.
You got to know who you are. Too many fakers out here, man.
Yeah. Be true to yourself.
Be true to yourself. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Too many fakers out here, man. People trying to be other people. Be yourself. If you be everybody ain't bad. Everybody ain't tough. Everybody ain't no killer.
Come on, bro. Speak, man. I love it. I love it.
You see what I'm saying? Everybody want to be tough. Everybody killing. Everybody got bodies. Everybody got chopper. Everybody got AK. Stop it. No, you don't. That's that man's life. Or the man's life that he talking about. That he ain't going to tell on. Because he's a stand-up. And he can articulate that to the masses. But that's not you. Be you. Let's start there.
Well,
let's start there.
As we would speak about your father, Sergeant Major.
Sergeant Major.
Okay, you understand? Me being in the military myself, see, one of the things that I had to do is be me, and I didn't have to go and try to emulate anything in the street because I went to defend this country. And if I'm going to put a gun in my hand, then I'm going to do it for a purpose. I'm going to have a reason.
Right.
I'm not going to just come and try to put myself in play, like you say, like I'm something that I'm not.
That you're not. Let me tell you something I had to learn. So I got my clothing line, and I'm blessed to say I'm appointing a vice president to my brand, Bedouin Collect. I won't say the name because we're going to do a party. We're going to have to sign it. It's going to be a big thing. You're invited. You both are invited. I hope you come.
Oh, I'll be there, bro. I'll be there.
And I have a vice president to Bedouin Collect. Sharp brother. And I think what I want to say, where I have this chance to say something to somebody, man, love your children. Take care of these women, man. Men gotta get back to being a man. We gotta put aside social media. We gotta put aside pride. We gotta put aside what other people, how they think we are, and just be a man and be a father. If you have those principles in life, the universe will bless you. If you go against it, that's what you did. You signed up for a war. Stop going against the grain. Take care of your children. Take care of your women. Protect them both. And walk in this earth with integrity and righteousness. Stop blaming others for what you could do for yourself. Stop waiting on others when you could do for yourself. Believe in yourself. Bet, win, collect on yourself.
That's powerful.
The one thing about my book that I didn't talk about, because I want y'all to read it, I don't want to give you what the book is about, but it was about a young man who I think we all can identify with. He was just blessed with a gift, and his gift was people. He understood people. And he actually chose the path to get money through people who had a habit. And this habit actually happened to be drugs. But he was good at it. But he was also a dynamite basketball player. And in my book, he goes through these life experiences. You know, he got women. He's an upcoming star. People see him. He dressed nice. He drives nice. He's clean cut. He's educated. He got his degree from University of Maryland. He graduated. So I talk about a hustler who actually had shit to lose. Mm. See, I'm not afraid of the brother who got a 9-to-5 to take care of his children. I'm concerned about the brother who ain't got a job, who ain't got a pot to piss in, who ain't got nothing to lose. That's a dangerous brother. But when you see a brother like that, pull him up. Don't judge him. Help him. Stop talking about the people that identify as you. Stop thinking you're better than the next person. And find out and learn who that person is and do what you could do to help that brother. I ain't mean to go off like that,
no,
but this is a platform, and I don't get to talk like this much.
Yo, you know what? I'm loving it, man. The message that you're giving is powerful. You know, much respect, man. You know, I'm feeling that. You know what I mean? And it's all about, you know, you setting an example.
Man, listen, I'm on stage. Shout out to Steel Band. Sounds that light and every listener. We play every Friday at 12 Stop, every Sunday at Martini's. And every time I'm blessed to be on that stage, it's never about me. It's about we. I'm doing something for the community so people can get off work, put their children to bed, come out and have a good time and party and dance and drink and socialize and video record it and have a memory. Man, stop trying to buy things and create memories. How about that?
Live life.
Enjoy. And you'll find out most things in life that are the best are free. A shower. What's better than a shower?
Come on, cleanse
Hey, you name one thing that's, man, when I'm done, man, I take a nice shower, man, I feel great when I get out.
Clean.
Man, what?
Great. Wash off all the dirt.
And shout out to everybody who's watching. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I thank y'all. I probably giving y'all too much about me, but it's all good.
No, what you doing, you know.
Capri, I got you. I got a copy for you. I'm going to sign it. I got you. I meant to give it you last night after the club. but I ain't see you, so, but I got you, and I appreciate you.
It's powerful, man. Just what you're doing and how you're going about things, how you making things happen. You know, you're making a difference. You're making a difference. My grandmother always told me you take a negative and turn to a positive, no matter what. And in life, you know, we may not be dealt the hand that we want, but when you're in the card game, if you understand the card game, you can change and you can make it go in your favor.
You gotta play the hand you dealt, no matter what. And
like,
we're all dealt different hands, but it's okay.
Right.
Play the hand you dealt. That's it.
And you don't have to just throw it in because it's not the one that you wanted.
Listen, I don't duck anything that comes my way because I created that. I've been incarcerated 6 different times. I've never ratted, I never snitched, I never folded. I've been to trial twice out of those 6. I got a lot to say, and I know a lot. But like I tell my day ones when I talk to them, we ain't get the memo. We missed some of these meetings that these people are having on us, and I'm tired of it. Our people need to know what it is, and they need to know the difference between being entertained and educated. I think we spend a little bit too much time trying to entertain one another than we do educating each other.
That's something else I just put out. I may not be able to save the world, but I can do my part. It's not about me entertaining. I just come out to just try to make a difference in the community, in the homes, in the, you know, in the businesses among us. You know, that's what the People to People podcast stands for. We got to get the information out. There's brothers like you that's out here making music. You writing books. You have your business. You're being a father. You're being an example. You're being a community activist. And when I say that, because you took the time even to come here, you know, this we not getting paid no $1 million to do this, no $1,000, no $100. What we doing is we give it back, and I appreciate that you took the time out to come and give this knowledge, and I love it that, you know, see, what I want people to know when you come on People to People, you come as yourself. You come the way you are. You come who you are. Yeah. We ain't nothing phony about what we're trying. We're not trying. What did you say? What did you say earlier? Be who you are.
Know thyself.
Know thyself. Let's keep it real.
Let's keep it real. All the way.
All the way.
100.
And that way, then, you know something? When people see you, they know what they're getting.
They know what they're getting. I'll tell you one thing. I was in an area I'm not going to say that. Let me say it a different way. No matter where I'm at, I don't go by the landmass of the sign on the road that says where I'm at. I go off the energy. When I came in here, it wasn't nothing but love. I know that energy.
Yeah.
And that's how people have to move. Stay in your circles with the right energy. Stop entertaining circles that don't have your energy. Why are you there?
I love it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You plugging into something that don't even have no electricity coming through it.
Speak on it.
You know?
You did that.
Yeah, you gonna plug into something that ain't no electricity coming.
Let's stop it. Wake up, people.
Yeah, I know. I got you.
When I came here, man, I felt at home.
Yeah. Yes.
You showed me around, you know what I'm saying? You made the introductions, and it was done but love from beginning to end, and that's why I'm back, and that's why I'm glad to be back, and I hope I come back.
Oh, you gonna come again? You gonna come again?
The energy. Know thyself, but also know the energy.
Yes. I like that, bro. That's what it's all about for everybody in the DMV, everybody in the world itself. We represent everybody. This is not just the local area. But we trying to let people know, you know, it's people out there can do exactly what JetPolo 11 is doing. He's making a difference. He's a father. He's a musician. He's an author. He's an entrepreneur. He's doing this stuff. He's being a man. He's standing up. He's taking on this responsibility. And at the same time, he's coming and giving back to the community.
Yeah.
And that's much love. And so, y'all gonna be at the Martinis this weekend?
Sunday. And 12 stop on Friday.
Okay.
And it ain't nothing but a party.
Ain't no but a party.
Nah, let that stress go and come dance.
Just kind of get loose up in there.
You remember Soul Train?
Yeah.
That was one of the most pivotal things that happened to me as a youngin'. Is to turn in. Rest in peace, Don Cornelius. But the Soul Train was a happening spot, man. I couldn't move like them people, but I enjoyed watching them.
Yeah. Lit that energy.
Where's that at? Why we ain't get no Soul Train on TV now?
Hey, I don't know.
You should start one, bro. I'm gonna play the seed, man. Go ahead and start one, man.
I should get another Soul
I can
Train.
see you up there, hosting.
Yeah.
Man, people used to come out and just dance and be free.
Yeah.
And just let it go. And I'm telling you, I saw a girl last night. Woo. Man. So we played at Martinez last night. It was the Steel Band reunion. So it was old members and there was new members, right?
Okay.
And so I played the first half. And then I was in the stand. I started respecting my band members and I started recording them on Facebook Live. Man, the women that was dancing. One moment, I don't even know her name. I ain't talked to her like that. But she on my FaceTime. Not my FaceTime, but on my live, Facebook Live. She was so in shape, man. She danced like nonstop from the first band to the second band.
Non-stop. Just pause.
Nonstop. See, and I like that. And I think I went to the doctor today. I had to see a cardiologist because I've been on blood pressure pills since I was 14, and I talk about it in my raps. I don't know what the pills they give me. They could be experimenting on me. I would never know. I'm not I don't know about this stuff.
You're not a pharmacist.
I'm not a pharmacist. Right. I said that in my rap. I don't know what they give me. But if you come out and dance and party, you can shed that excess weight. You can have a good time and get that stress off your chest. That's what the go-go is all about. And I think somewhere along the way, we need to let people know that's what it's about. Let's tell what go-go is about. Come out, have a good time, support your local artists, have a drink or two, socialize, and have a good time.
Yeah.
Listen to the band.
Yeah, just let it go.
Let it go. Let the stress go.
Yeah.
Life is too short. Let the stress go.
Yes.
Come out and support the local artists and have a good time.
And that's what we have to do. We have to support our artists. We have to support our authors. Remember. So how do they go about getting the book again?
Okay. So you go to Amazon.com. You type in Convinced and JetPolo 11. And you have a Kindle version or you have a paperback. Either way, you'll get that probably within 3 days. Okay,
what else? I saw you had some other products besides your clothes that you sell.
Right. So, shout out to Hakeem for Black and Nobel. He's my favorite plug. And basically, he sells organic stuff. So, sea mosses. So, I have sea moss soap. I have sea moss body wash. I have organic toothpaste. I also have shea butter that's organic. So shout out to Cream for the shea butters and the oils. I have oils, and I promote my music there.
Yeah.
So where I'm at is actually at Waldorf.
Okay.
It's at a pop up and bro at Waldorf, Maryland. And I'm there on Saturdays and Sundays right now.
Okay, so what time would they come out there?
11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
So how about this? Real soon, what I want to do is I'm going to come out and I'm going to bring the podcast out because I do Saturday specials. that I can come out and I can do one, and we can do it at one of your spots?
Man, it would be phenomenal, man. There's so many great people at this pop-up, man. When I went to this pop-up, I started there in August, and the love I got from a community of us was just, it was just special. I mean, the only place I've been to on this earth, me personally, that had that type of unity was Atlanta, Georgia. Because Atlanta, when I was in Atlanta, they got black murals on the grocery store wall.
Yeah.
You go in the grocery store, you see us on the wall.
Yeah.
And
man, hey, bro, when we talk about that, and I'm glad you said that. Shout out to Will up in Atlanta. Much love to Will and Linda up in Atlanta. Actually, my wife just came from up there.
Jones.
You know, so you know, it's much respect to Atlanta. I love what Atlanta's doing, but guess what? We also doing that on this end too. That's what we starting to make happen on this end. We coming together, we making a difference. Shout out to all the individuals who out here doing some things, all the go-go bands, all the entrepreneurs, all the shout out to the Goody Fight. I mean, it's so many people that's doing some stuff, and we're trying to come together and make some things happen. I'm just so excited that I think that it's starting to kick in. So that spirit that they got in Atlanta, we bringing it up here, and it's much respect. We got 5 minutes left. Hey, JetPolo 11, this is on you. You got 5 minutes to talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Let's get the book. Let's start off with the book, because if you go to Amazon.com or you go to www.betwincollect.com, not only can you get the merchandise, but you can also get the link to get the book. So, or if you just want to go straight to Amazon, go to Amazon.com, type in Convinced, then type in JetPolo, no space between JetPolo and then 11, and you can buy the ebook on the Kindle or the paperback. They'll send it to you. Or like I said, go to www.betwincollect.com, and you can actually also order not only merchandise, but you can also get the book. Shout out to my band members, or everybody in Steel Band. Man, we had a good time last night. It was a Steel Band reunion. We play every week. Shout out to Richard Rich or 12 Stop for letting us come through every Friday. And man, yeah, I just thank everybody who's on this same thing. Listen, there's enough entrepreneurs out there that have clothing that you can actually support your own. Shout out to We Are One. Shout out to Madness. Shout out to DGDP. Shout out to GoGo DC. Shout out my man Montu. Shout out to my man Barry Davis. Everybody that's out here doing their own thing, man. Let's get it, Society 66, man. Let's get it, man. Let's tap in, man. I like my line, my designers too. You know, that's a Versace bracelet. I like my designers too, Versace wristband. I like that too. But let's support our own.
Yeah.
Betwin Collect, you know what I'm saying? We the one with the ideas. We want to make this stuff look good. So don't only support the Gucci's and everybody else. Support, or the Louis. Support Society 66. Support Montu with DC Go-Go. Support JetPolo 11 with Betwin Collect. You know what I'm saying? Support Interstate Stink with We Out Here. Personally. Support my man Dread with SYM. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Dread. Shout out to Caspian Merkowitz, the SYM team, the whole gang, you know what I'm saying? The whole Virgin Islands. We here. Steel Band, we here. Convinced, man. You got to get this. Shout out to anybody that want to go turn this into a movie. This is a movie. This is not just a book. This is a vision for a movie. That's the end game. So anybody out there has talent to want to turn this manuscript into a movie, let me know. Holla at me.
Make it happen. This is JetPolo in the studio with me. Hey, look, let me show y'all something real quick. Guess what? I got my autographed copy, right? hey, I'm gonna be sitting down in the tub, smoking me a cigar, relaxing and reading this book. I'm gonna make sure I continue to promote it, and we're gonna support each other doing what we do. It's all about us just making it happen. It's much respect. I appreciate, you you just coming out and, doing what you do. And this is what we do. It's people to people with Rodney Grimes, man. I had JetPolo 11 in the house.
It's People to People, the People podcast of the DMV. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about we and God we trust. Sir Rod and Lady Z. PTP.
Positive thinking people. Positive thinking people. Positive thinking people. Every Monday night.
Every Monday.
Every Wednesday night.
Every Wednesday.
Every Friday night.
Friday.
Every Monday night.
Monday.
Every Wednesday night.
Every Wednesday.
Every Friday night.
Friday day
Every
night.
Monday night.
Monday.
Every Wednesday night.
Wednesday.
JetPolo in the building, y'all. JetPolo 11. Hey, much respect to this brother. I love it. Yo. Hey, don't forget to go to YouTube. Subscribe. Hit like. Show some love. Let's support each other. Come on now.
Positive thinking people. Every Monday night.
Every Monday.
Every Wednesday night.
Every Wednesday.
Every Friday night.
Friday.
Every Monday night.
Monday.
Every Wednesday night.
Every Wednesday. Friday day night.
The mixtape. Yeah.
Monday.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday.
See you. People to people, power to power. Positive thinking people.